Elastomagic.
Elastomagic.
I said what I said.
I like it. I'm gonna use it.
Okay, good.
And here we are at the end. Finally, the dress is in one piece, but before I begin finishing, I must complete the sleeves poofy look. An easy way to achieve this is by threading elastic through the panels on the ends of the sleeves. And easy is what I'm going for, so near the end. Once the elastic is through, I sew it down and secure it inside the panels. Okay, so today, as you can see, I've begun the process of attaching the zipper, but in order to ensure that the waistline here remains even and aligned across the zipper, I started here with my herringbone stitch and worked my way up, and then I'm going to start the next seam on the other side, and then when I'm done with that, I'm going to work my way down to the end of the zipper, and this ensures that this waistline remains even. Also, what you can see I've done here is make the zipper as invisible as possible. Now, the zipper is a near perfect match in color to the fabric itself, which is really lucky. So now the process will be to align the edge, which I've already finished, and just get it as close up to the zipper as possible. There's, see this edge, this groove right up along the zipper part, and that's how I pin it. So we're going to finish pinning the zipper here. I'm going to sew the rest of this, and then I'm going to stop at the waistline and then work my way back down. Look at that zipper. That's a fine sewing job. However, the skirt is not complete. The skirt is still open in the back below the zipper to the hem. Now that the zipper is secure and even, as planned, I sew the rest of the seam shut. Yes, I know. The last video ended with me technically getting the dress into one piece, but construction was not complete. And the last 7 minutes of this video has been covering the actual completion of this task. Now we begin the finishing of every raw edge. This includes the collar, the sleeve inseams, the bodice inseams, and the waist inseam. Now, before I finish the hem of the dress, I have this lace that I'm going to insert underneath it as one final embellishment. True, it's synthetic, you can kind of see the shine on it, but what I liked about it was these white roses. And it's kind of my Alice's act of defiance against the evil queen that we are not painting her roses red, we're going to leave them white. So I thought that would be just a neat tiny little detail to add to the dress and the storyline of this other Alice. Now, if you've been a faithful follower of this channel from the beginning, you'll know that hand hemming a circle skirt is no simple task. Last time it took several days, just under a week. This project is no different. The dress is fully constructed. All that's left to do is add the lace to the bottom, but it's all hemmed. Every edge on the inside is finished, all by hand. It does look plain. By itself, I'm not a fan of the look of this dress. It's all just blue from top to bottom, and normally I wouldn't wear a dress like this, but when you put the apron over it, it makes a lot more sense. In the future, I will not be wearing this dress alone for any other purpose but for this costume. And up here, I've added a little touch of just this tag that somebody sent me anonymously. I still don't know who. That or I got drunk and ordered something offline. Either way, this is a one-of-a-kind dress. So I am tagging it as such. But other than that, the dress is complete, so we're going to add the white lace to the bottom to give the illusion of a petticoat underneath. Since the hem was already finished by hand, beautifully so, I figured I could make a quick task of machine sewing the lace on top of it. I was wrong. My machine is officially broken. It's supposed to be a part here that sticks out for the threading, and it's broken off and becomes stuck inside. As I was sewing, I can see nothing in there. I don't know what happened, but it's loose and broken. So I will have to do the rest of this by hand. Fortunately, I'm a little over 3/4 done. So the thought of hand sewing the rest of the lace on isn't completely inconceivable. I'm just really annoyed. I've had this machine for a few months, a couple months. And now it's completely out of commission. When did I buy this? Let's see. I started, I think, in February or March. It's now July. So 4 or 5 months old, and it's officially broken. All because I was sewing one layer of lace on one layer of cotton. Like I said, I am annoyed.
Oh my god.
After 3 straight days of sewing to finish this thing before today, there is one more thing we have to do before we leave for filming, and that is choosing a weapon to go with it. Now, in the game, her primary weapon, or her first weapon, she has many, is a blade. It's called a vorpal blade. And I had a few options that I was looking at. First, this is the very first dagger that Randy ever bought me. It was back when we were engaged. And I thought it would be a nice match because it has a nice pattern on the blade. It's nice and sharp.
It's very sharp.
Very sharp. Even after 13 years, it's still very sharp, and I haven't sharpened this thing once. It's a Scottish dirk.
We also haven't taken it into battle. But I figured every
No.
Scottish girl needs a dirk, so you may as well have one.
Yeah. I also don't like how hard this thing is to resheath.
Yeah, it's
Can you?
possibly.
And my second choice was my newest dagger, the one that I bought most recently. It's smaller, but also again very sharp, and it's for a small dagger. It's got a lot of heft
A lot
to
of weight
it.
to it, yeah.
Yeah, it's nice.
That brass isn't light.
Yeah, but for Alice's sword, it's too small.
It's too small. It needs to be more proportional.
Yeah, so these were my top two options: my oldest dagger versus my newest dagger. And it just came down to the point where we weren't happy unless we had the proper replica. So
We
I
needed the real
checked
thing.
with Randy and he vehemently agreed. So I went ahead and I bought the replica. Gee, I wonder how we're going to open this box.
That ought to do it, sure.
It came in the mail a couple weeks ago, but we've been waiting to unbox it for after I finished the dress.
And the amount of restraint that took is unbelievable.
Yes. So here she is. This is an exact replica of Alice's vorpal blade. It looks like a butcher knife.
Except huge.
Yeah. This is also very heavy. Wow, that's heavy.
Is it?
It's heavier than my dagger. Yeah, so it's
that's
supposed
pretty.
to look like a common butcher knife, and it has a beautiful handle and also a beautiful blade. You can
That's
see
really nice. The nice etching.
ivy etching here, and also a different design here on the handle.
What's it say on around the hilt?
Established 1865, and on the side it says Vorpal. So Vorpal. Established 1865.
So like Vorpal is a brand name. That's cool.
It is for.
I suppose it is, yeah.
It's replica.
It's got that nice tip guard, which is handy, which is what you want.
It's dull, so it won't actually hurt anybody.
I mean, it'll hurt. It just won't. It won't kill anybody.
Yeah, and it's not sharp at all.
Oh yeah.
Oh wow! Look how thick.
That's a thick blade. That's another reason it's very heavy. But
yeah. So.
Yeah, that ought to do it.
Yeah, I think Alice is complete.
We got the fake blood splattered on the apron last night, and I think this will do it. You're going to be the prettiest psychopath at the tea party.
No, there's no point in wasting all of the resources I spent to make this. So I'm going to use this costume as often as possible.
Yeah.
I think up until now, this has been the most expensive project I've done for the channel.
I don't even want to think about that.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah, because I had to get the fabric for both clothing pieces. I got this last prop, all of the accessories, the necklace, the stockings. But yeah, this is definitely worth it. So.
No family events, but for Halloween and whatever else.
So we should start packing the car so we can get down there and actually film this thing.
Yep. Welcome to the channel. Like and subscribe. Isn't that what YouTube wants us to say? Our Lords and Master at Google? Yeah.